Hey there! In the last video, we talked about what are HubSpot CTAs, and today we are going to tell you about how you can create a CTA of your own inside HubSpot. So guys, in order to create a CTA inside HubSpot, what you need to do is firstly log into your HubSpot account. Once that is done, now in your HubSpot account, go to Marketing, click on CTAs. So this is the new HubSpot navigation. A lot of things have changed. Earlier, there were a little bit more steps required in order to reach CTAs. Now it's just 2 clicks. So that's something good. Now, once you are inside CTAs, in order to create a new CTA, click on Create on the top right. So this is the new navigation. In the past navigation, things were a little different, but let's click on Create. Once you click on Create, you get a lot of different options, which are the pre-built HubSpot template options. Otherwise, you can click on Start from Scratch on the left in order to create a CTA from scratch. In case you choose the template method, here you would get different types of templates. For example, there's a complete section about lead capture, then there's a complete section about newsletters, and all of these call to actions are something which is pre-made by HubSpot. But if you do the start from scratch thing, click on Start from Scratch on the left. Now here you get different types of CTAs. So there is the sticky banner, there's a pop-up box, then you get the option for slide in, and then there's the option for embedded button, embedded image, or just an embedded CTA as well. Now there's one more option, which is the embedded HTML option. Here you would get a completely HTML CTA, and you can apply your own themes or custom CSS on that one in order to style it. So suppose I want to make a pop-up CTA. I click on the pop-up box, and now I can select all of the things that I want to show in my call to action. For example, maybe I want a form in here, not exactly. Maybe I want an image in here. So I select image, click here. I select an image from our image gallery, or we can upload a new image as well. So maybe I want this CTA to have this kind of graphic here. So that is something which looks cool. We click here and just add this text. We can reduce, enhance sizes. Everything can be done within this overall user-friendly interface. And here you can link to the URL which you want to be clickable when a person clicks on the button. So maybe I want to link to one of our blog pages. So here we select the practice blog, and the link will open up in a new tab if we enable this option. And in the styles option, you can also add a little bit of padding from the left. Maybe I want some sort of padding from the left. So let's do that. And similarly, you can select the border, background. A lot of different things can be customized over here. So maybe I want a solid border around this. And you can also change the hover properties around this. So once all of this is done, once you know what kind of CTA you want and the button text is something that you have customized, click on Save and Apply once all of those things are done. And then you can click on Review and Publish, give a name to your CTA. This is a pop-up CTA. And once you are done with all of that, click on Review and Publish, and your job will be done. And you can just click on the Publish now. You can show it on all pages. In the trigger option, you can show it after 7 seconds. That means that you are going to show it after 7 seconds have elapsed once a user has reached your page. You can also change the campaign for which this CTA is associated with. You can select a particular audience, whether you want to show this CTA to all of your visitors. And you can also customize the show again behavior, which means that once a person has seen this CTA, after 14 days, if they come on our page again, they will see the CTA again. And once they have interacted with the CTA, after 14 days, the call to action will be visible to them again. And there are also options to disable the CTA for smaller screen sizes. For example, if this is a pop-up CTA, I don't want this CTA to show up on mobiles and smartphones or the displays with a smaller pixel density. If I don't want to show them over there, I can just enable this option. And we finally click on the Publish Now button, and our job is done and our CTA is active now. Now that was a pop-up form CTA, but there are other types of CTA as well. So if you click on Create and then again start from scratch, now there is something called as a sticky banner. Now this is something which will be fixed on the top or bottom of your website, and it will stay in the viewport as your visitor is scrolling up and down. So you can create a sticky banner CTA as well. Click on this here. So for example, maybe there is some deal that you want your visitors to know about, so you can do that. Maybe add some text, don't miss out on this deal. Now we can change the button text to give me the deal or something like that. Put in the URL for which you want the link to be applicable for once all of this is done. So you can see this is an action that once this is done, that this is what it will look like. There will be a cross button over here, so that somebody who does not want this, so sticky, this is a deal sticky banner top. We click on review and publish once all of this is okay. So the CTA type is sticky banner. We can set up the trigger just like past, and website URLs means the pages on which this will show, and whether we want it to show to all visitors or not, whether this will show up on small screen sizes or not. Once all of our options are set, we click on publish now, and then this CTA would be live. Similarly to this one, there are other types of CTAs as well. So for example, there was a pop-up form CTA. Now there was the sticky banner CTA. There's a slide in CTA wherein a banner would slide in from the corner of your website and it will stay in the view as your visitor is scrolling. So this is what it will look like. It's here on the corner. So maybe if you want it on the other corner, that is also possible. So right now a sliding banner is on the bottom right. Maybe if I want it on the bottom left, here it will show up like this. And apart from the position, we can automatically adjust the height. We can automatically adjust the width. For example, if I automatically increase the width, the height will correspondingly increase. So that's also something good. And apart from that, there's also the option to enable a responsive layout. And there are different other options as well related to the background styling and everything else. You can also use an image for the background for this one. So maybe if I want something like, we need a little beautiful graphic for this one. So we choose something like this. And you can also show optional background and all of those things. You can also preview the CTA on a specific page in order to see what it looks like. And if you click on the targeting, there are different options. For example, you can target this on button click. The CTA would show up on button click. Otherwise, you can target this on page scroll. For example, if I want a user scrolls to 70% of my page, then they are shown this CTA. You can also trigger on exit intent, which means that if somebody is trying to close your page, then it would be triggered and then the CTA would show up. These are all of those things which are possible with CTAs. And apart from all of this, there are also other types of CTAs as well. So for example, if we click on create once more, start from scratch, there is also an embedded CTA, which is a beautiful embedded CTA, just like the slide-in one, but it's shown over there in a fixed place all the time. And the embedded CTA would be something which is embedded inside your web page. It's not coming in via pop-up or floating in like a banner or something. And there is an embedded image CTA as well, embedded button CTA as well. The embedded HTML CTA is the one which is the most customizable, because here you create a CTA by yourself, and in case you have proper coding knowledge. So for example, this is the kind of CTA that you would make if you have a custom design on your website and you want your CTAs also to match the custom look and feel. So you will be using custom CSS on this one. And in case you want our help, do feel free to reach out to us so that we can help you build the CTA of your dreams on your website. So guys, I hope it was easy to follow and the steps were not too difficult. And now you can create your CTAs inside HubSpot. In case you still are running into any sort of issues, do let us know in the comments below and I'll be more than happy to assist all of you. And in case you need our help in order to build something awesome of your own, then do reach out to us for a free one-on-one consultation call via the QR code on the screen in front of you. And I'll see you soon in the next video.